Hey, what's up everyone? Steven here with Rabbit Hobbies. I am a huge fan of skirmish games, and one of my favorites of all time is Kill Team. Now the new edition has just come out and I'm super excited. I've actually kept myself in the dark about this edition. I've heard a few things on Warhammer community about how they're going away from the shapes as movement and we're moving to actually using inches again. Thank God. It was one of those things that Games Workshop did that I'm not really sure what the reasoning was. They're not going to copyright shapes. My daughter just felt it was confusing. So Raven, I want you to move one triangle and two circles. The new box, I knew I had to get it because I play both Tau and Imperial Guard. So this one was a no-brainer for me. Well, this morning the postman came, went outside, and what did I find? But Hivestorm. So I'm going to go ahead and just add this to my pile of shame real quick. Nah, no way. I'm going to unbox it. All right, let's take a look at the new Kill Team. Pretty sexy looking box.
Join the Helldivers.
We got our Aquilons here on the front.
Sweet liberty!
Our Vespids. I gotta say, the old Vespids look derpy, but these are looking pretty amazing. I still don't understand why we didn't go with Elysian drop troops, why they had to go with Tempestus Scions. Correct me if I'm wrong, is this logo was new for 2nd edition, or does this go all the way back to 1st edition?
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Let's take a look at the backside. You can see the table of contents. We got our core book, Kill Team Hivestorm dossier, probably details on the two factions that are in the box. Probably outdated like immediately. Assembly guide, token sheet, combined Kill Teams token sheet, ops pack, 10 dice. Got our full Tempestus Aquilon Kill Team of 11 operatives, full Vespid Stingwing Kill Team, 11 operatives. I think it's kind of cool that you can run these as a full squad of 10 in full 40k. I was watching Auspex Tactics and he was remarking on the fact that they probably would be more cost effective as a 5-man, and I think I probably agree with him. I wonder if my 3D printed tokens are still going to work with this set. I have these 3D printed tokens that I've been using when I play with my daughter. Not having to fish through the cardboard box to find these things. Let's go ahead and pop the seal and take a look. Man, there's a lot of plastic in this box. Holy crap. I don't know what I was expecting, but absolutely gigantic. First sprue we have in here is the Stingwings. So the old ones didn't have flying bases. The old ones were just like standing on the base. I mean, they have wings. Obviously, they're going to fly. And these guys are going to be more dynamically posable. But of course, we've got like tactical columns here rather than tactical rocks. And oh, I don't like that. The feet are actually sculpted into the columns.
Why you bully me?
So I guess you're fighting in a city, regardless of whether you want to or not. My tower are actually all swamp themed. I mean, I guess you can have city ruins in a swamp. I converted my Shadow Sun so that she was climbing on a tree stump rather than a tactical rock. Lots more weapon options this time around. I haven't even dug into these guys yet, but I see there's a Tau Flamer they can equip. Same guns as before, which were pretty powerful. These guys can really tear stuff up if they want to. They were very good at killing Space Marines.
I need an apothecary.
Some kind of Tau launcher, I forget what that is. If it's the same or if the Stingwings get their own version of it. All the wings are separate. Oh, I like that. I'm probably going to go in and airbrush these. Previous ones I just hand painted for the most part, but I got a nice gradient on them. Oh, I've got a bit of an issue with my kit here. Looks like the wing kind of tore off here. It's not too bad. I got it on a few of these. Looks like either the mold didn't completely fill. A lot of head options on these guys. Wow. And if you can see all the different head options there, that's really cool. Is this a backpack or is this a drone? It says oversight drone. Okay. Wonder if he's just a token or does he have stats? All the other Tau drones that got rid of their stats, they just have them as tokens. Those are sick looking. And we've got our Aquilons. Looks like Scions with jetpacks, basically. Kind of wish they were Elysians, but wonder again what the logic was there. They didn't want people who had Elysian armies to be able to like field them again, or they're just going to keep Elysians and legends.
Yes, thank you. That's enough questions. Goodbye. I love you too. Goodbye.
Get up here so you can see the sprue. Lots of options. Second sprue with the jetpacks on it. Oh, it looks like they are all the jetpacks on that sprue. Oh, there's some on this one too. I wonder if they could sell this as an upgrade sprue. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 jump packs, 9 jump packs just here on the sprue. But then you got at least one on the other sprue. And then, wow, there's a lot of terrain in here. Sprue after sprue of terrain. Pretty freaking cool, man. Look like they'll be fairly easy to paint up. I made the mistake of with my other kill team set before going in and just like doing gold on all this trim. Man, it took forever. I'm definitely not doing that this time. That doesn't look like it was molded right. I wonder what that was supposed to be, or is that how it's supposed to look? That looks a little strange. I'll have to look at the instructions and see. Yeah, you can see there's some mold issues here. Big mold lines on this terrain. If they really produced it in a hurry. Look at this. It's like some damage on here. I wonder if it was just from banging together and shipping. Definitely these terrain sprues were not put together with the same kind of care as the rest of GW's kits. Huge, huge mold lines on this. I mean, not too big of a deal because with terrain, you can just sand the crap out of it. And it's just terrain. These big tanks here. Lots of little detail in here, little shell casings and everything. I'm always impressed by the quality of GW's terrain as far as just the level of detail they can pack in. I really love the Into the Dark set and how much they crammed into that. Wow, there's so much terrain here. I recognize that. This particular sprue, this is reused from before. Or at least it's the similar styling. Let me know in the comments, guys, if did they reuse terrain for this set? Or is this just very similar to the terrain that came out in first edition Kill Team? I remember these fans. Maybe this is just a 3D asset that they reproduce. Kind of scatter terrain here. Oh, the smoke grenades. I heard something about this. These are actually like usable like in the game as tokens. New measuring devices with, oh, look, numbers, not hexagons and triangles and squares. But it's the same measurement, so you can use your old ones if you still have them. I have a pretty nice set that I painted. Last big old chunk of terrain here. Well, it's going to be a beast to put together. Definitely going to be rattle canning this. All right, let's see. Going to be a little precious about cutting this open here. Satisfying. Okay, that's our boards. I like that they kept it in the wrap here. That's kind of nice because the boards can get really beat up. Well, it looks like mine did. If you look at the edge here, my board is kind of beat up. What do you think if I if I ask GW, will they send me a new board? I mean, it's a tiny little flaw, but I don't know how you're going to ship these things without getting some kind of damage. I mean, you guys can see how much freaking plastic there is in here. I could like weigh it out, see how much it is.
Let's do it, bro.
So we got the train board. Is it double-sided? Oh, beautiful. It's double-sided. Really blasted out ruins on one side. And then got the Aquila here. I'll have to dive into it. Put that aside. All our bases tucked in here. This is just filler to keep everything from smashing into itself and damaging your stuff. This must be books. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, I love that art. That's sick. So it's like the cover art, but unobstructed. Man, they used to put like posters in here, like full sheet posters. I remember I've got like many box sets where I've got that kind of artwork. The old Kill Team First Edition with the Gene Stealer cults and Mechanicus. The Custodes versus Gene Stealers, and also the Scaventide had one too. It's kind of a bummer that there's not a poster in this set. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Oh, more filler. I mean, that makes sense. The less room you have for stuff to jangle around, the less chance of stuff getting damaged. Alright, let's clear that out. We got our cards, approved ops card pack. We got our core rulebook, Hivestorm dossier. This has got to be instructions on how to assemble. Yep. I'd heard rumblings that there was an error in the Scions assembly instructions, but I don't know what that is. Before I get to assembling, I probably want to figure that out, or at least before I start gluing. Cool. Tokens. All right, so there's new tokens here. A lot of new tokens. Got our objective markers. Oh, like the token version of the measuring stuff? That's interesting. People, I guess, who don't want the plastic one.
Fancy!
It's probably something for like a starter set because they're going to reuse these. Very cool. So the dossier, this is kind of the background and lore on these two kill teams and why they're fighting. Got all the unique guys in here. Oh, this is sick. I'm going to put this aside. Take a look in more detail here.
One minute we were dug in, deep camo, all set up for the ambush. The next the stingwings roll over us. How they saw us at all, Throne only knows. But they did, and we paid for it. I can still hear those neutron weapons howling, and the Emperor cursed drone of their wings will haunt me until my dying day.
Oh, that's cool. So a quote for the Tau as well.
I respect my Malcor. They are valued allies, comrades in arms, soldiers dedicated to the greater good, but I make no secret of the fact that, should the situation require it, I would spend their lives in battle. Better them than Tau. We all have our roles to play within the greater good, and I honor my Malcor for theirs.
I love the different color schemes here for the Vespids. But look at that blue one. It's like purple and blue. Brown one's kind of boring, to be honest with you. And the black. Black is just kind of hard to paint, too. The green looks sick. This is like pale white as well. Got our Strain Leader. Ooh, he looks like a stealth suit. The helmet definitely looks a hell of a lot less derpy than the originals. Shade Strain. Definitely that looks like a stealth suit or a ghost keel. So clearly he's a stealth operative. Got a sniper. The oversight drone. Aerial reconnaissance. Sky Blast. Neutron grenade launcher. Heck yes. The Aquilon's here. What do you guys say? Aquilon? What would you call that? Tempester, Grenadier, Gunfighter, Gunner, Marksman. All of your kill team tropes here, but you've also got this Servo Sentry. Definitely looks a lot like what you saw in Into the Dark. I like the head option. Color schemes for the Scions. The Winter Ops one looks cool. Very traitor looking here. Faction rules. Got our data cards. Mission pack. How everything's classified on here. Wow, this is going to be a lot to mentally unpack, not just unbox. Wow, I'm excited. It's like 1,400 grams. It's like 1.5 kilos almost of sprue here.
Hey, that's pretty good.
So, should you buy Hivestorm? Well, that depends. Consider the following. Do you want both of these kill teams? For me, this was easy because I play both Imperial Guard and Tau. Now, we don't yet know when the official release is going to be from Games Workshop, so eBay is your only option right now. Currently, both of these teams can be found for about $60 to $70. But keep in mind, you're going to be missing out on the faction-specific tokens that come in this box. If you only want one of these two teams, maybe consider splitting the box with a friend. Do you want or need more terrain? This box comes with an excellent assortment of terrain. Now, you can also use all of this terrain in 40k, and I think this box is a better value overall and more usable than Gallo Dark or Beta Decima was. Do you care about having a physical rulebook? Games Workshop is doing the right thing by having the rules available online via the Kill Team app, but I still like having a physical book, personally. The separate book is available on the GW website, but it does cost $60 US and is hardcover only. And while it does come with the tokens, it does not come with the card pack. Maybe you want the equipment pack. On the GW website, that's $45 US. Finally, if you order direct from Games Workshop, you get their wound trackers. Turn your miniatures into hero clicks, why not? This will mean you're buying direct from GW and paying $230 US, $280 Canadian, 145 quid in the UK, and something like $100 million in Australia, because get f***ed Australia. Looking at local discount retailers, looks like you can pick this up for $195 US, $250 Canadian, 118 British pounds, or 328 Australian dollar dues.
Oh, good day, mate.
Now, you are losing out on the wound counters, but I mean, look at all you get here otherwise. You get the board, you get all the terrain, you get 2 kill teams, you get all the counters and accessories, the tokens, you get the cards, you get the core book. For me, this was a no-brainer because I play both Guard and Tau. I think it's still a pretty good value for a starter set, though I wouldn't pay GW price direct. If either of the kill teams you don't want, I would recommend selling them on eBay. That is, if you're not planning on splitting them with a friend to begin with. Now I just gotta find time to paint all these.
Should we paint them? Should we do it? We should paint them? We should paint all the models?
What the dog doing?
We cannot take that